So good to be together again for another practice. So let's dive in and come down onto our backs. Any way you want to be. Before we start movement, let's just tune in, check in with ourselves. Come back to that intentional belly breathing that helps to ground us into the present. That allows us to leave the worries aside, the stressors just can go at bay for a little bit while we tap into the inner peace that Spirit offers us just by being and breathing. So start to find that inhale through the nostrils and feel that breath move slowly up the body. And maybe exhaling the first few out the mouth. Feel free to just have that audible sigh. Can just be a great way to let go of what the body holds. Because we are these interconnected beings. So the things we feel, the thoughts we have in our mind, the emotions we're experiencing, the body plays a part in that, and it's holding it as well. So just softening on your exhale. And starting to find a rhythm of your breath. An even inhale to exhale. And so maybe you normally count for 3, maybe you take an inhale for a count of 4. Just in your mind, just counting up, finding a pause, and then counting down. Just finding your pace, your depth. And as you're breathing, think about cleansing and removal. Thinking about space for revelation to come, for dreams to be ignited, for ideas to flow. Because sometimes it just means clearing away some clutter and debris so we can hear and see and know. And in our next few breaths, if there's any intention you want to set before we get started, if there's anything you're working out personally, anything you want to press into and ask for or release, just let that come to mind. Maybe you just think about a word or phrase that you're going to root into as we move into this practice. An emotion you want to let go of, or some quality that you want to embrace. And then from here, just begin to hug your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side, giving yourself that nice spinal massage. And then arms out like a T. We're going to just really focus today on core work, on twisting. There's this idea of just like a washing machine's agitation cycle that I'm going to pull into class later on. But a lot of our movements today are going to focus on just wringing out, twisting, but staying grounded in our core. And so from here, arms out to the side, we're going to just drop the hips, drop the knees to the right, but don't let them touch down. Just find that hover, and then using the core strength, bring them back center and then to the other side. So not rushing, really feel how the core has to work to pull you up. Just going back and forth a few more times. And then the next time you find yourself on the right, just drop the knees there. Hold 3 breaths in your spinal twist. So we just reset the spine, realign. Staying with your breath. Deep and full cleansing inhales and exhales. And then come back center, switching sides. One more breath in this twist. Stay for your exhale. And then inhale, knees back in. Reach the legs up towards the sky or ceiling. Start to lift the back of the head and the shoulder blades off the mat as you interlace the hands around the right calf. Let the left leg go long and down, and then do a little pump, pump, and switch. Just switching the interlace around the calf. Keeping lifted, feel as though there's a string attached to your heart, lifting the chest up. The gaze is slightly up towards the feet as you just bring the right leg in, let the left leg hover. And then switching back and forth, keep that core engaged, navel to spine. And without rounding the shoulders, find the shoulders drawing back. Keep lifting up. One more each side. And then lower back down, knees to chest, rock it out. From here, just rock and roll forward and back till you come up to sit. And from seated, bend the knees, root the heels down a little in front of you, toes point up. Find again that lift in the chest, crown of the head reaches up, shoulders draw back. So we want to find that flat spine even here. And then hands to heart. And we're just going to twist side to side. So twisting over to the right, the elbow taps towards the right side, center, then left. Just going back and forth, finding that slight bend back with the upper body, but taking out any rounding. So again, that string on the heart, lifting the heart up. Maybe if you want more, you can lift the heels off the mat or stay here with them rooted. But as you move, you're staying connected to breath. Each inhale and exhale helps you stay in the heat and the fire within. And then one more each side. Release and straighten the legs. Inhale, arms reach high, heels root down. As you exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Find that flat back, seated forward fold. Once you find your edge, just bring your hands to the sides and draw your chin to your chest. Breathing into the backs of the legs, experiencing whatever sensations are coming up and letting your breath allow you to sink into those. And then coming back up, let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Figure four with the left leg out long. Again, inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, hinge forward again, folding with this. Notice a new sensation in your body. How does this feel here? Where do you feel it differently? As you inhale, come back up. Keep the legs as they are. Just start to bend the left knee, keeping the right ankle draped. So we're coming up into that seated hip opener. And just keep the hands behind you, lifting the chest, drawing the inner shoulder to the outer, keeping the collarbones wide. Maybe there's just a sway or rock side to side. Just bringing gentle movement to feel it out. And then from here, hands behind you, fingertips draw back towards your heels. As you inhale, come reverse table with your legs still as they are. As you exhale, just tap your booty down and then inhale back up. So just finding that reverse table with your figure four legs, tapping up and down. 3 more times. And then as you're ready, root that down, both legs out long, just shake the legs a little bit. And then switching side, left ankle over the right knee. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over that straight right leg. Seeking sensations. Breathing into discomfort, learning to stay and stay curious and notice. Inhale, come back up, but keep the legs as they are. Just start to bend the right knee. Finding that figure four so the hands are behind you, fingertips towards the heels. Maybe there's just that sway with the left knee going side to side. And then from here, as you find neutral, inhale, lift the hips up with that figure four legs. Reverse table, exhale, just tap down, and then inhale, come back up. Bringing your attention even to your core here as you move back and forth. And then next, exhale as you lower down, just straighten the legs out long. Again, just wiggle them out. And then just find yourself in table and then pressing to down dog. Pedaling out your down dog. Breathing, sending the breath to the back of the legs, as it can often just feel intense in this first dog. Let the crown of the head drop down, gently nod the head. And then maybe walk your hands back a little bit to shorten your stance as you take your feet as wide as the mat. Let's take the right hand. Let's find that twist again, the wringing out. Right hand to left ankle or calf. Or shin, not calf. And really just draw that right shoulder under, keeping the hips squared off. And then next exhale, switch sides. Twisting the other way. Dropping the crown of the head down still, taking any tension out of your neck. And then come back to neutral dog. Walk your hands up a little bit so you widen your stance again. And then right leg lifts. We're going to find that twist even in our plank. So right knee, shift forward, comes to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more time, right knee, left elbow. And then knee to nose, step the foot between your hands. Drop the back knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms sweep up. Really bend into that right knee. Feel the sensations on the left psoas. On your next exhale, hands come to heart. Let's take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twist here. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you open the arms like wings and really come a little deeper into the twist. Peel the belly off the thigh, maybe gazing up towards the right hand. Next, inhale, untwist, arms reach back up, interlace behind the head. Inhale, open the elbows, press the back of the skull into the hands. Feel yourself lifting off the hips. The waistline lifts up slightly, long on the side body. As you exhale, elbows come towards one another. Cat-cow here. Inhale, opens you wide, gaze lifts up. Exhale, draws it in, stretches the back of the neck. 2 more times. Next, inhale, arms reach up. Bring that left hand to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up, and then just find a little baby back bend here. Right fingertips go back, gaze goes back. Keep the core engaged to not pinch into the low back. And then inhale, arms reach up. Hands come down, frame the front foot. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, left leg lifts. Find that twist, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more time, knee to elbow. This time, knee to nose, step the foot forward, drop your right knee down, uncurl the toes, inhale, rise up. Breathe here. Find your depth in the bend of that left knee. On your next exhale, bring the hands to heart, twist right elbow over to the left outer knee. And as you press knee to elbow to knee, peel the belly off the thigh, open up more. Maybe arms spread wide. Next, inhale, arms sweep up, untwist. Interlace the hands behind the head. Just find that opening here. And then as you exhale, elbows come together. Inhale to open. Exhale, close. Just a few more cat-cows here. Move with curiosity. Feel what's going on in your body. Let it speak, let it release. And then inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, right hand comes to right thigh, left arm reaches up and hinge back, keeping the core engaged to protect your low back. Next, inhale, reach back up, hands come down. This time, curl the back toes, lift the knee up, step up, top of your mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's throw in a little tree pose, so root into that right foot. Turn the left knee out to the left. And find either a little kickstand coming up on the ball of the left foot. Maybe the foot comes to the right calf, or you pick the foot up and bring it to the thigh. And feel as though my hands are pressing the hip points together that push you in and up. Find a lift. Crown of the head goes a little higher. Any position with the arms, just set your gaze and breathe. Next, exhale, foot comes down, shake it out. Switch sides as you're ready, root into the left foot. Right knee turns out. Find either your kickstand, foot to calf, or foot to inner thigh. And then again, there's that rooting down in the left foot, and then this hugging center and lifting up with the rest of your body. Stay connected to your breath, stay focused on your gaze, maybe coming to your intention, breathing it in. And then release that down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. Holding your plank for a few breaths. Staying here, you can come up onto your knee, down onto your knees if you need, but just keep hinging forward. And whether you're on your knees or toes, let's just kind of like a saw go back and forth. So if you're on your toes, just tiptoeing forward, letting the shoulders go beyond the wrists and then back. Keeping that spine long and supported by drawing the navel into your spine. Core is engaged here. Drawing the tailbone down towards your heels. Breathing here. Feeling the fire. Letting yourself get a little agitated. And then from here, press into down dog. Right leg lifts, right knee taps left elbow. Inhale, lift. 2 more times. And then as you're ready, right knee to nose, step the foot up. Inhale to rise, high lunge this time, back knees lifted. If you want and need, you can keep the back knee down again. Next, inhale, hands to heart, twist, lifted this time. Left elbow to the outer right knee. Perhaps you open the arms up. If you do, find that opening of the chest spiraling a little deeper into your twist. If you have a bind in your practice, feel free to take that here. 2 more breaths. Next, inhale, open up, rise back up, and then open up, warrior 2. From here, arms open wide, and then let's take left elbow on top of right eagle arms. And maybe just to switch it up in our warrior 2, can you come up onto the right toes? So lifting the right heel up. And maybe just finding this little pulse. Sinking down into your warrior 2, bending into a little further with eagle arms, breathing here. You know that if anything's too much, you can back off. You can find a different variation. But staying curious to our experience without judgment. Letting things look different. Trying new variations. And then from here, release the eagle arms, keep that bend in the knee. You can drop the right heel, and reverse back. As you inhale, come back up. Let's take triangle. So straighten that right leg. Reach the fingertips forward. Drop the right hand to the inside edge of that right foot or to the shin. And with that left arm, reach it up. Turn the palm back behind you and just drape the forearm to your low back. From there, just start to open that left shoulder so that elbow kind of draws up as you gaze up. If you have a full bind in your practice, you can take that here. If you're taking that full bind, you don't want your shoulders to be squared to the mat. You want them stacked one on top of the other. Chest is open. One more breath. If you're in a bind, unbind, come up, keeping that right leg straight, reverse triangle. Left hand slides down the left thigh, right arm reaches up. And then as you take your exhale, bend into warrior two and then windmill down. Move through vinyasa or skip it. And then as you're ready, left leg lifts, knee to opposite elbow 3 times. Feel the core work as you draw that knee up towards the chest as you twist. And then on that third inhale, just step the foot forward. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Keep the back knee lifted. Rise up, high lunge. Hands to heart. Twist it out. Right elbow hooks to the left knee. Find your variation with your arms. Maybe you're just here in prayer hands. Maybe open the wings, or you find a bind. And then next inhale, open back up, high lunge, pivoting into warrior two, finding eagle arms. So this time right elbow comes on top of left. And then can you perhaps explore lifting the left heel off the mat, rooting into the left toes, and then just pulsing down. How does warrior two feel as you lift the heels? What difference can you feel in your body? Stay with your breath. Next exhale, untwist the arms, drop the left heel, reverse back, warrior two reversed. As you inhale, come back up, straighten the left leg, hinge the left fingertips forward, drop the left hand to shin or to the inside of that foot. Right arm reaches high. Turn the palm back behind you. Drape that forearm to your low back. Open up here. Keep working as you press the forearm to low back. Let that right elbow open up. Keep the chest opening. If you're in that full bind, really hug shoulder blades together. Next breath, come back up, reverse back. And then windmill back down, down dog. So if you want to hit pause and flow through that a few more times, take that. Otherwise, we're going to just start to slow things down. So from your down dog, right leg lifts, shift forward, right knee, right elbow. Step the foot step the foot to the outside of that right foot hand. Bring both hands to the inside edge if they're not there already, and then drop the back knee. Let's just take lizard pose. Maybe you come to the forearms, or maybe you stay on the palms, draw your chin to your chest. Breathe here. So by taking my classes that I'm just always speaking from where I'm at, what's going on with me. And I'm telling you, over the last few weeks, there has been a lot of agitation. So much twisting and turning and changing, a lot being shaken up and thrashed around. And I've just been trying to press into it as best as I can, even though it's super uncomfortable. Continuously trying to find my center and my grounding in like the ever-changing way of things right now. And it's not easy, and my brain is really tired. But on the day that I'm recording this, more agitation came up. And I'm in Mexico right now, and I finished my work and I walked the 200 feet to the beach and went straight into the ocean with its constant rumbling of waves. Before I continue, let's just, if you're not on your palms, press back up. Maybe you can bend that left knee and reach the right arm up and reach for that foot and just open the heart here. Or maybe you just bend the knee and reach that right hand back. Taking a few breaths. And then hand comes down, curl the back toes. Let's just step back into a down dog. Full breath in. Sigh it out. This time, left leg lifts. Shift forward, left knee, left elbow. Step the foot to the outside of the hand. Bring both hands to that inside edge of the left foot. Kind of find your way in this pose and then drop your right knee down, uncurl the toes. As you inhale, lift the chest and the gaze, and then as you exhale, chin to chest, either on your palms or drop down to the forearms, keeping that left knee kind of hugging in, or if you want to flex the foot and let the left knee open, it just kind of stretch into new places, take that. So yeah, I just felt like my soul was like, get into the ocean and just like submerge and stand there and let these waves just kind of like hit you, like smack you and throw you down and come over you and jump into them and just be in it, like turn sideways and let it knock you over. And it felt cleansing to have just this physical experience to an internal feeling I was having. And it was truly like I was like in a physical laundry machine of the ocean, just being tossed and turned and just smiling and like embracing it and just letting it do this powerful work. It's hard to explain, but this is what I love about just being in nature and like immersing in it. It's just healing. You can come back up to your palms if you've dropped down and maybe take a bend in that right knee, lifting the left hand up, maybe reaching back if you can grab the foot, or just reaching and looking back, taking a few breaths. And then release that. Bring both hands down and just bring that left knee to meet the right, just sinking down into a child's pose, maybe thighs together in this one. Maybe the palms, the backs of the hands touch to the ground behind you, or maybe they're out in front of you, whatever feels good. Just breathing here. And as I was like playing and being thrown around in the waves, I just realized like agitation can be so needed. The twisting and turning as it works in a washing machine with the clothes, moving it through water, it's to loosen dirt quickly. It can be an uncomfortable process, but it's purifying and clearing. And with all the swirling around in my own thoughts, stepping into the ocean's agitation just helped me bring clarity to some of my questions and to some of the like, what am I supposed to do with this situation? Like there were just so many like ways it could go. And I was just like, what is the best way? What am I supposed to be doing here? And like being in the ocean, it was just like a shaking off of what wasn't useful so that I could just like come to accept a new way. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just so real for me. You can slowly press yourself up to table, Just crossing the ankles, rolling onto your back. And as I try to keep these at 30 minutes, I've had to cut a few things that I was going to do with you. So as you're on your back, I want you to just take what you need these final moments before Shavasana. So if it's a twist, if it's knees to chest or happy baby or, anything you need, just take that. So if you're in your own swirly, twirly agitation in any way in your mind, in your thoughts, in any circumstances, can you lean in? Can you let it go through this cycle to bring you clarity? Can you in some way shift your perspective that it's clearing away the dust and the dirt so you can see the fresh way? Is there something, maybe it's not getting in the ocean like me, but is there something tangible you can do? Something that feels therapeutic to you to help you find the clarity within your own agitation. Instead of resisting it, just leaning back and letting it happen. Letting spirit come right in the center of the chaos to say, this is the way. Walk in it. So spirit, just show us what needs to be washed off. Bring clarity to the places that are a little muddled right now. Help us to shake it off and to see the path that will lead to more life. Start to make your way to Shavasana when you're ready. Letting the legs go out long. Find that full breath in. Pause at the top. Take in a little more. And exhale. Because I just want to give you the gift of just being here, and for the sake of time, just stay. Just be, notice what is surfacing in your own thoughts and mind, and just be with God in that.